Okay, we have studied that through the arteries the blood flows in spurts. Now these arteries, on account of the elastic muscular walls, distend every time blood is poured through them due to the contraction of the heart. So because of the contraction and the relaxation of the heart, the blood flows in spurts. Now this distension can be easily felt by pressing your finger gently over an artery that has come up superficially, such as the radial artery of the wrist. In the wrist where you have got the radial artery, try to touch over there, press a finger over there, you will be able to sense that pulse each time the contraction of the heart takes place. And the pulse can be counted. Now counting the pulse is actually nothing but counting your heartbeat. And the pulse rate also increases due to the physical exercise or even under certain emotions. So what is pulse? Pulse is the alternate expansion and elastic recoil of the wall of the artery during ventricular systole. This is how you count it. Okay? You can keep your thumb over here and you can try to count that in 1 minute how many times you can feel the pulse. That means that much time your heart is beating. Next is the blood pressure. What do you mean by exactly blood pressure? Now blood flows through the arteries. Okay? So while flowing, they are exerting pressure on the arteries. That is known as blood pressure. There are two types of limits. One is the upper limit, that is the systolic pressure, which is at the time when fresh blood is pushing through the artery. Because of the spurt, the blood is just pushing. Okay, due to the pressure is just pushing. That is known as systolic or high blood pressure. And after that pushing is just gone, one spurt just ends. That is known as the diastolic pressure or the lower limit of the pressure. Now the normal blood pressure for the adult is 100 to 140 mm systolic and 60 to 80 mm diastolic. A rise in blood pressure above 140/90 is known as hypertension or high blood pressure in the normal language. Okay. So what is the systolic and diastolic pressure? This is the pressure which the blood exerts on the wall of the artery. So the pressure exerted when blood is pushing through the artery, when blood is trying to go through the artery, that is known as systolic, and after it has finished going, see, ek push ke saath jayega, then it will stop, then a push, then it stops. So when it stops, that is the lower limit known as the diastolic pressure, when the wave of the blood has passed off. Okay. Now let us see tissue fluid and lymph. Now tissue fluid or is also known as intercellular fluid, the fluid between two cells. As the blood flows in the capillaries of the tissues, the plasma and the leukocytes leak out through their walls. When the blood reaches capillaries, क्या होता है? Plasma and leukocytes, these both come out of the walls of the capillaries, they diffuse outside. So this fluid bathes the cell and it's called tissue fluid. अब क्या होगा? When it comes out of the capillaries, all the cells which are outside, they get drenched with this plasma and leukocytes, and then it is known as tissue fluid or the intercellular or extracellular fluid. It is from this fluid that the cells absorb oxygen and other required substances. We have seen earlier also that capillaries don't directly give anything to the cell. They first give it to the intercellular fluid, and from that fluid the cell is going to take. Okay. Now you have the lymph and lymphatic system. Now some of the tissue fluid may be reabsorbed into the blood vessels, but most of it enters another set of minute channels named lymph vessels, where it is called lymph. Okay. Sometimes some of the tissue fluid, what happens? It comes from the blood vessels, but some of them again go back into the blood vessels. But most of them, they will enter into more minute channels known as lymph vessels, and there it is called lymph. So the main lymph vessels are shown in figure 8.16. Now the lymph flows in these vessels due to contraction of surrounding muscles. This gain is a beneficial effect of physical exercise. The lymph, see here. The lymph vessels on the way drain lymph into lymph nodes where fresh lymph channels arise and ultimately pour the lymph into the major artery. Veins close to their entry into the right auricle and is again in circulation. So what happens? Whatever drain the lymph is there into the lymph vessels, ultimately what happens? They all pour themselves into the major arteries and veins. So ये जितना भी fluid है lymph का, ultimately it enters into the arteries and veins and then go back to the heart for circulation. Now composition of lymph. What is lymph made of? It is a cellular part, is made up of leukocytes. Mostly it is known as lymphocytes and blood platelets. And non-cellular part is water, 94%. And some solids like protein, fat, carbohydrates, enzymes, antibodies. These all are part of lymph. And what is the function of this lymph, this liquid? To supply nutrition and oxygen to all the other parts where blood cannot reach. Because blood requires a vessel to reach anywhere. But this lymph will just ooze out. Nutritive. Second is drainage. It drains away excess tissue fluid as metabolites and returns proteins to the blood from tissue spaces. So whatever excess fluid is that, it collects from there and it is going to give it back. Only the proteins जो भी है, it will back give it to the blood from the tissue spaces. So proteins will be there, return to the blood, and the excess fluid is again given back to go back to the heart. Absorption. The fats from the intestine are absorbed through lymphatics. Intestine में जो भी fats जमा होता है, this all is collected through the lymphatics. That is lacteals which are associated in the intestinal villi. ये कहाँ पे मिलता है? ये intestine में रहता है, these fats. Intestinal villi. Villi is one part of, you can say, that it has got folds in the intestine. Intestine के जो wall रहते हैं, it has got folds inside. That folds are known as villi. Then defense. Lymphocytes and monocytes offer lymph function to defend the body. What is the work of lymphocytes and monocytes? To defend the body from the infection. And what is the use then? They remove bacteria from the tissues. Now sometimes you might experience there is a painful swelling in the groins or in the axils of the arms when you get a boil or injury in the limbs. Now this is a protective sign. ये क्यों painful हो जाता है? Why? To protect from some bacterial infection. Now the lymph nodes tend to localize the infection and prevent it from spreading to the body as a whole. कहीं पे भी अगर infection होता है तो lymph nodes अगर वहाँ पे है तो क्या करते हैं? They are going to swell that particular part so that the infection doesn't spread in the entire body. The tonsils on the side of the neck are also lymph glands. And whatever infection is there for the throat infection, they are all localized in that area only by the lymph nodes.